Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 25, Episode 9. In the previous episode, we got some more prisoners, we expanded our capacity and just generally progressed on. In this episode, we will hopefully be avoiding a fight. Here's our Aggie Heinzen. Yeah, the Blind, we're going to call him. Basically, our very first snitch, okay? He is known as being a snitch. If we got our character there, he's ex-law enforcement, which is why we recruited him. But obviously, he's known for being a snitch. But that was a bit of a problem because people started kicking his face in, and that was not good. The guy that did it was this guy here, I believe. Hang on, let's have a quick look. I always got the wrong tabs. No, it's not that guy. Where is the other guy? Where is the other guy? Let's have a quick look. Go to deployment. Don't mean deployment, do I? I mean contraband. Him, there. That guy there. Tim Dean. He's a tough guy, right? Tim Dean. He's the one that started the fight in the first place, trying to kill him. But he is now a snitch himself. But he is... Oh, 97% chance of reoffending. That's not good, but he's tough. He's very, very tough. But I've never really activated him. So what I'm going to do with this episode is activate one of these confidential informants. See if we can find more about the other prisoners. We receive more prisoners as well, so we know roughly that they have some traits. We just don't know which ones they have. And what I'll start doing is splitting them into protective custody and very, very supermax high risk sort of order. We'll move them about. Anyway, speed up to max speed. And then we're going to just check. Is that office... Why is that office not being completed? That's because I haven't ordered the stuff in there. I moved the stuff, but I didn't place it back. So we're going to put that there, file cabinet there, and then a chair there. Then we'll get on with some research as well. There we go. As you can see, these door servos are not powered up, so they have to run along and sort that out. Is that right? They should. Pretty sure they should be able to do it automatically. I did place that. Let me have a quick look here. We'll just go to utilities and then to connect. Definitely connected up. Don't know if it's on the right place though. Does it need to be further along like that? Yeah, I think I've got it in the wrong place. No, it's not. That is the right place, surely. It's not exactly clear if that's the right place or not. It should be the right place. I'll have a look at that later. Right, anyway, officers getting ordered. People are going about their business. We need to go to reports and check our programs. Obviously, we have things like workshop safety, induction, carpentry, foundation education program. We're going to start that, which is always good. Behavioral therapy, we will start that as well. Okay, so we've got behavioral therapy. We'll start another one because there's more in the queue. Obviously, this is going to cost us more and more, but it's all about getting the reoffending rate down. That's what it's about. So... more people are working. We need to check out our area here because we've currently got no one assigned to it. I'm just going to go to deployment. Guard patrols. We've got a guard patrol in here. There we go. Because we've already got one in there. That should do that nicely. This is, like I say, a bit of a weird airlock type thing that we've got going. Don't know what to put in these rooms. Currently, these rooms have no purpose at the moment. I'm just going to put out there, what do you think we should put in them rooms? Because originally I had the warden's office, but obviously I've changed that now, so we don't have that because it was, well, it was not necessary. Then I was going to change it to security, but then again, contraband can come from there. Some people say it doesn't generally spawn there. It's just a bit of a, you know, well, some people say that whatever it says in this contraband section there, is that's not what spawns there, but what can be there. But sort of really the same thing, surely. It can be there. You can nick it from there. So I'm not going to take the chances. Definitely not taking the chances there. So we will put another room in there, but I don't know what. So I'm just putting the question to you. What do you think we should put there? And I'll get to that in the next episode. Right, so... we can see there is the chief's office there. What I want to do is probably put some armory in as well as the dogs, but obviously he needs to research that first. In the meantime, I'm going to pause the game, go to objects, jail door, and then put the jail doors in around here because it's something I didn't do last episode because they were, well, I was just getting on with the things. There we go. We're going to get utilities as well, and then we're going to run some electrical cable up to there. We're going to run some small pipe further up as well to about there, then run it down the other side, and that connects up all of the utilities in there. Job sorted. Right. So that's that's our extra grant completed. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's go to our grants, and I want to decrease the bank loan, pay that back, because obviously we are going to get interest per day. So we now have got a couple of grants to do. I'm going to get a tool cleanup, remove the supply of tools, and we're going to get a governmental security rating as well. So we get advance payments for all of them, which is quite good. Again, we need to keep an eye on this here. What I'm going to do is pause it for a second, go to deployment, go to guard patrols. I'm going to split that guard patrol up like so. Like that. I want to increase them a little bit like that. And then assign guards to either side of them like that. Okay, so we've got 2 guards in here at all times. There we go. That guy's called Speed. Adam Speed. Where was Max Power? I bet Max Power's around here as well. Nightingale. Ian Nightingale. Skills. Pritchard. That guy's shouting for alcohol. No reputations that I know of just yet. Let's go to deployment for a second and make sure that I've got some guard patrols in the right places. No one in the shower, that's fine. People are on the outside. That's all good. Good. Right, we do need to hire some more guards, I think, because currently we have 18 patrolling and 3 resting. We've got a couple just wandering around. Although I think we are over guarded. I think we do have too many guards, but it's not too bad. I don't think I've really overdone it. I think it's definitely too many, but always rather do too many than too few, I think, especially when it comes to guarding prisoners. Anyway, it is almost time to go to bed for everybody, and as soon as that happens, I believe that was our dogs. We could get some dogs. Yeah, we can get some kennels now. Let's designate that as kennel, and then we'll put a jail door on it. There we go. And then we'll put some kennels in this place. Dog crates. So put one there, and 2 there. And we'll spin them around, put them like that as well. I don't think we need that many, but whatever, that'll do us nicely. Right, so shakedown. What I want to do is do a full shakedown, and then once that is done, I will be able to activate one of our confidential informants. We've got informants. We know there's one there, and I hope that guy's found with some items. And even if he isn't, yes, he has. Right, that guy there been found with some items. So what we're going to do, that guy's been found with some items, so we are going to punish him for a... Actually, we're not going to punish him, no. But he's going to get searched, as you can see. I just need to check my informants what the coverage is. His coverage is 11%. I'm going to activate him. There we go. So his suspicion goes up. There we go. I'm not going to activate the other guy. Weirdly, that guy's suspicion is higher than that one. I wouldn't expect that. They're actually in the same area. The reason I'm activating this guy as a confidential informant is because he's got tough. Okay? So if this goes completely wrong, I know he can take a couple of hits before we can subdue the people that are attacking him, okay? That is the reason for it. Looks like we've got a grant completion. I'm guessing, yeah, it was to take out all of the tools that are around the place. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Excellent. That's good. That's good. Right, 51,352 generic units of currency. That is not a bad amount at all. Obviously, we're finding a lot more items here. And luckily, as far as I can tell, we're not finding any tunnels. Now, tunnels are a big problem with this alpha, but hopefully it's a non-issue at the moment. Then we got the concrete tiles. We're going to place some concrete tiles around the place because it's something I've been meaning to do for quite some time. There we go. And we'll run them up here and around there. There's that done. Looks like we've searched everybody and there's nothing untoward. Let me just go to remove tunnels and it's a quick test. Nope, there's no tunnels around there. Very, very good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right. So we now can get dogs. We can get a lot of other things as well. But what I really want to do, and I've been meaning to do for quite some time, is to go to utilities and then to door servo. Put a door servo there. Put a CCTV camera somewhere around here, but I don't know where it is going to be yet. I'll not bother yet. We need to check. Actually, I did want to put a CCTV camera around here, and that's something that people mentioned as well, and I think they are right. I should have definitely put one in there before. There we go. There's that sorted. So, this guy's getting grilled. While that stuff's building, this guy's getting grilled. We're having a chat. So that guy's had a little bit of a chat with us, and so, yeah, we know he's had a little chat, and he's went, yeah, I've seen some things. Don't know if you want to know these things, what you're going to do for me. How about we don't punch your teeth in? Okay, no, actually that guy's tough, so he wouldn't really care. So that guy's had a little bit of a chat with us, so we should be able to go to our contraband and informants. That guy's suspicion isn't very high either, that's pretty good. Oh! Deadly! Wow, we've got a deadly prisoner and a fearless prisoner. That's problematic. That guy is strong as well. So let's check strong. Prisoner hits harder with each punch during fights. It's this guy in here. The guy that is really, really violent in here. I'll say violent. The fearless prisoner. Sorry, the deadly prisoner. That's what I'm worried about. I'm going to pause it for a second. Going to go to our contraband. Who is deadly? Isn't that? No, where is it? I'll wait until he's gone. Deadly. There he is. That guy. Matt Stubbs. Character. Deadly. Master at lethal combat moves. Can sometimes kill with a single hit. You, sir, are now Supermax. There's no way he's going to be able to walk. He's going to be walking around in the normal, area. That's not happening. He's now getting his own cell block in here on his own. Obviously, we'll put some other high-risk people in there, but still. Although not even high-risk, Supermax. We'll put some of the Supermax in there as well. But yeah, that's something we need to keep him apart. So what I'm going to do is go to reports and open up our regime. And our Supermax prisoners are going to follow the same regime as our other guys here. Our protective custody prisoners, because I think they even need lockup as well. They have to have a bit of free time. Now maybe giving them free time the same time as the protective custody guys is probably not a good idea. So I think what I'm going to do is do that. Do we want to keep them locked up even more? No. You know what? I think that would just... There's a weird line with this. There's a weird line. I mean, you could start talking about real-life prisons as well and whatnot, but I think that there's a weird line, gameplay-wise, because if you punish them too much, it's going to be a case of they're going to do what you expect them to do because they're getting punished. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You don't want to punish them and keep them in lockdown constantly because they're just going to get violent because they're in that situation. But you only put them in that situation in the first place because of a reputation. So I'm going to say yes. We'll give them more lockdown and such, and we'll keep them separated. Obviously, they're not going to have the same shower time as other people, but we'll still integrate them and such. So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, let's go over here, and we're going to go to our... Actually, we'll speed up to max speed, and they can get on with the business of the day. We're going to go to rooms, and then we're going to designate all of this as a nice workshop there. Obviously, it's not going to be a great big one. I just need to power that up as well. Just checking over there as well. Are these doors all done? Looks like that automatically opens and closes now, which is a good thing. Right, so this is our new workshop. Obviously, we have to have a table and other items in there, so we need to workshop Sean a workshop press. Oh, good grief, what's happening now? Yep, it's him again. They're trying to kick the crap out of him in the eat time. So there we go. So there's going to be a lot of people come in and start knocking him out. It's happening again. I think that guy just punched him through a wall. That was pretty good. Yep, same thing happened as before. Right, we have a big problem now. That guy... The guy in... We can't keep him... bring him to the eat time all this time now. It's every couple of days he's getting the crap beat out of him. I think I'm gonna have to have another eat time just for him. Lock up for both of these. Then an eat time. Middle of the day. That, technically, is the middle of the day. Something like that. He's going to have his own eat time. I don't think the Supermax is required. I don't think we're going to have to have a separate eat time for the Supermax, because the Supermax, although they can be easy to antagonize and easy, you know, they'll probably fly. They can fly off at the, you know, a drop of a hat. They're not a target per se, and they're not a risk in the same sense that someone who is a known snitch is. For a known snitch, it's an opportunist hit rather than a, you know, a preemptive, or let's go and get him, let's go and get him. Every time they have a chance, they're just going, oh, we're just going to get him now. So we're going to have to keep him separate. So we're going to have another eat time just for him. So that's going to cost me a lot more. But I don't want to keep him locked down constantly. I don't think that's the right thing to do. Anyway, we need to really heal him up a bit. This guy in here. He's strong. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to punish him. Solitary 24 hours, and you're going to stay there, and hopefully I can bring him into the CI fold as well, and he will become another snitch. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. Let's go to objects, and we'll go down to here, and we'll start working. Actually, we'll put the tables over there, I think. We'll start working on this area where we'll have our workshop saws and workshop presses. So how many can I fit in? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another 4 that side. I think that's all we're going to have. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a press. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not overcrowded. I think that'll do us. Yes, I think that's about right. That should do us quite nicely. Anyway, CCTV, I'm going to shove that in there as well. Let us just go to foundation and then building, and I'm finally going to build these other 2 rooms here, because it's been something I've been wanting to do for a little while. And there we go, all the way to the end. Job done. There's that. We'll go to objects and then to jail door. We'll put a jail door at either side, and obviously this one as well. We need to put a door, and it's a solitary door right there. So there's that all done. What else do we need to do? See, it's getting to a point now, and I really like this bit, is that, oh, hang on, they're all sitting ready to be taught. Oh, they are getting taught. What are they doing? Educate. Oh, they're doing the reform program. So as you can see, there's some more doors opening there, automatic doors. Guys shouting for alcohol. There you go, you can see attendance and success rate. Yeah, at least that's all getting done. Fantastic, excellent, excellent. I love it when a plan is coming together and working as well. So, yes, what I really need to do is I need to run some electrical cable. Is the first thing I need to do. Like that. That should power up both of them, I believe. We'll see what happens. Right. Yes, the one thing I like now is that obviously we are coming towards the end of the construction, but, and this is the important bit, there's a lot more management now. You know, we're having to actually go around and check each prisoner. Ooh, there's a knife in there. Check each prisoner, make sure they haven't got any really weird traits and things like that. Let's actually do that again. Let's go to contraband and informants. So we know that guy's snitching ex-law enforcement and sitting next to 2 guys who we know have traits, but we don't know what they are. That guy's tough and obviously informant as well. We've got fearless and strong over there. I really want to bring him into the fold. I've also got another prisoner. There he is there. Deadly, which is now our Supermax. I think I might activate. Where's our other informant? We've only got 1. We did have another one. What's happened to my other informant? Hasn't been killed. Maybe it's because we haven't... Oh, maybe he was released. Remember, there was 1 prisoner released. How many have released so far? 2 prisoners have been released. Maybe he was one of the ones that released. It was the very first one, or the second one we did bring into the fold. So maybe it was that. Interesting. Anyway, right. I want to put some... I was going to put some people patrolling in the shower area, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm going to pause it for a second, go to materials and brick wall. Obviously, we need to put in some brick walls from here onwards, so all the way to the end here. And this is going to be where we have our security room at the back. I think that is about right. Yes, up to about there. And we have that security. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 solitary. So we've got in total a maximum of 14 solitary cells. Now I do need to connect the cameras up here. Now how many is connected already? Let's just check my utilities here and then connect. We've got, count the wires. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6. We can have another 2 cameras on that before it becomes a problem. So we'll monitor that. We'll monitor that. So when we put the other one in, we can monitor other things as well. Excellent. And then I think I'll monitor the cell blocks. But I'll put as many cameras as I want on that. And then it doesn't really matter how many we actually look at. Right. Because it'll just sort of cycle around. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. Not bad. I think, oh, actually what we'll do, we'll go to jobs. We'll assign everybody I can to that there. Right, yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Not bad. Not bad so far. I think it's now going to be a balancing act, trying to figure out exactly what prisoners need to be sort of checked out when, and, you know, basically keep checking them. I'm just trying to see if that guy could be brought into the fold, but no, he's not. Yeah, checking prisoners and make sure that there's no real high-risk stuff. Keep segregating them, move them about, and just altering the regime somewhat. But so far, not too bad. Not too bad, especially since obviously there's been it's a major change, as I keep mentioning, from the previous alphas and such. So it is a major change, and so far we're doing all right. As always, comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.